Hello everyone and welcome to the recap for March and April of 2026. As you know, I've been very busy. I've been doing a lot of work recently just for most of our school projects, but that's been most just composing music. I am going to insert in this video my own made music, just something that I really quickly cooked up last night. So most of you might know that I've been streaming quite a lot recently. I've been doing a lot of Silksong streaming, which has been very fun, but I still haven't beaten the game, so that is an interesting factoid there. I have been enjoying it immensely, and I really love it. It should be done pretty soon, though, and then we'll see what happens. There is a poll for the next game, longer game, to be completed on stream, so go and vote on that. It's on both the community poll and on Discord as well. So, I did put this off because I had just 2 pieces of media to talk about in the previous month, so that's why I wanted to combine these 2. And even then, it's I'm barely managing by. But without further ado, let's get on with the media. So the first one thing I want to talk about is at the about halfway point of March, I had a nice little mental break with just taking a break of all of the work and visited my friend, and we watched Lycoris Recoil just completely in that one, not really binging, but just watching over the span of few days. And I quite enjoyed it. It is an interesting anime. It's mostly kind of cute, Yuri is always fun and stuff like that. It's very lovely. But I do find the themes somewhat distressing that I didn't enjoy it that much, which does mean that my biases do manipulate my emotions quite a bit, which, that's humane, that's nothing strange. But in retrospect, seeing some kind of something that could be very dystopian, very much where there's population control and information control, so it's very, very dystopian. I don't usually feel that positive about it, but it wasn't really painted as a good thing per se, and the hypocrisy of the system was very clearly brought up, so that makes it a bit more interesting, I feel. And in that way, because I really do not really usually side with the government in that way, or cops in that way, it was really interesting to what I would consider to be bad guys personally, or the antagonists, which would be law enforcement and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of nice to see that side in an interesting side and actually feel positive about it, so, it's nice to challenge my own biases like that. I wanted to give a real quick mention that we've been watching The Amazing Digital Circus with my friend whenever it is released, and since the finale is going to be released as a movie and we are just trying to campaign it to come to Finland so I could watch it live, that would be quite fantastic. I have enjoyed the series a lot, and I have mentioned it I think in most of the recaps when a new episode has dropped. So yeah, I have not been making it a huge thing, speaking out of it in public or making commentary or in analysis, anything interesting about it, any videos. A lot of that has to do with fandoms, because even though majority of fandoms are always majority of humanity is always palatable, it has some fervent fans, let's just say, so I'd rather not deal with that. Then the first game I want to speak about is Unbeatable. I am kind of speeding through this because you might hear it from my voice, but I do want to spare my voice as much as possible. Unbeatable was a fantastic rhythm game with a real nice message to it, and it's just mostly a game about playing music and very much like a punk rock aesthetic to it and counterculture movement to it, and you know, well, it's always to be like a cab, you know, cops suck and all that stuff, and beat the fash, and that is just enjoyable in a media with a very lovingly nuanced characters and a lot of lovely themes to it, with like a lot of layers in the story to analyze, with a kick-ass soundtrack and really carnally satisfying, very viscerally satisfying action without actually being bloody. So it's like, it has real good game sense to it. Like, it feels really good. It's just like something where you just get into the mood of like pressing buttons. It's just really fun, and it has some really like, I would have never imagined that a rhythm game would have such amazing set pieces. So that is really fun. So yeah, Unbeatable was a fantastic experience, one of the best I've played in quite a while. I did have some like issues with it, like there were some rhythm sections where there was some minor bugs with the audio and stuff like that, but that might be on my end, I feel. I'm like fairly certain that's from my end. But yeah, it's really fun game, really enjoyed it. I want to give a real quick shout out to Islands of Insight, which I've been playing every now and then. It's a very lovely collection of puzzles and a wide variety of puzzles. It is really lovely. But due to the certain circumstances that I play games with, which is something that I do like to focus on a singular game, it unfortunately doesn't fit my playstyle all that well. But I don't have really any complaints about it. It's just good puzzles. Just a lot of good puzzles. And a lot of creative different types of puzzles. So it's really nice. It's really lovely. If you like puzzles, it's definitely a game to pick up. So that's a thing. And lastly, the game that I just accidentally last Friday completed in one sitting was Menherarium, which actually goes by the full name of Deadly Dice Menherarium. So it's basically a dice builder, which isn't a new genre, so to speak. And unfortunately, due to that, I have played a lot of different dice builders, both roguelike and tabletop, which means that my comparison is unfortunately very unfavorable. I did play it in one sitting, which is absolutely a point in its favor, and I struggle to explain why. I feel like the brisk pace of the game, the fast iteration loops of just trying again and winning and finding new things about it, like getting new endings. I feel like that is the point in its favor that made me just complete it in one sitting. But I don't know exactly why I liked it so much. I don't even know if I liked it that much. It was like an enjoyable experience, but I feel like a lot of it has to do with the presentation and the solidity of the experience just as like in whole. It was a very solid experience with just a very high quality of production without actually having anything really outstanding about it. It's like very solid all around. It's very enjoyable and entertaining and kind of unique in many aspects, but it isn't exactly new in the mechanical sense, which is fine. That's not the point. The point is to play dice with a cute anime girl, and yeah, that's the thing, and it's fine for that. It's just I'm just very baffled how I beat it in one session, like one sitting, really swiftly. Don't know if it's like worth it, like the price point, but I did enjoy it, so it's, I don't know, it's strange. This was a lot shorter because I'm just trying to experiment with music making, and I've been very busy, haven't really managed to do all that much, which is an unfortunate fact when you just try to, you know, get a job. So, job market is in the gutter, isn't it? So, but things are going well. I'm enjoying life, I suppose. Yeah. I thank you all very much for watching. I'll hope to see you all in the future. Have a great day and stay awesome. Gunmu out.